and let's welcome to the stage Polly.
Hi, I'm Samir, CEO of Poly, and at Poly, we're changing the culture of enterprise surveys. Traditionally, surveys are sold at the top of enterprise into HR and operations. We're going bottoms up by delivering solutions and surveys through Slack and Microsoft Teams. Let's see how that works. So setting up a survey or a poll is as simple as a slash command in Slack. You input those commands, a poll goes out, you choose your options, and users can vote directly in Slack. As you vote, the results update in real time with charts that are interactive. We want the experience to feel as alive as the medium itself of messaging. And what this does in this simple lunch poll example is just builds the muscle of creating and collecting data. But customers like Nick at Grammarly are using it to do more sophisticated things. Nick took the initiative to get feedback on all hands surveys. And just like before, he sets up a survey. But this time, he'll choose to make it anonymous, a different kind of question, and then he wants to schedule it in sync with his survey, with his all hands meeting that goes out. So he schedules the poll. As soon as the meeting is done, every single person that attended that meeting gets the question. They vote, see the results in real time, and now what we've done is taken that really simple concept of a poll and gotten users to track business metrics and processes at companies. And there's 1,800 other people like Nick tracking processes at their company, getting data and analyzing it to use make business decisions. Whether it's in HR, initiatives, or sprints, what we've done is we've taken traditional survey takers and turned them into creators and are now generating completely new kinds of data. Our business model is to sell analytics back to the companies. So right here in Slack, if you're a creator of one of those surveys, you get an analytics report delivered to you. You click into it, and we automatically show you results over time. We automatically pick up various segments, show you how voting behavior has shifted over time, and give you that information right within Slack. So Poly is currently deployed to tens of thousands of teams. And for the past 2 years, we've been growing 15% month over month consistently. And in the past month, we grew over 35%, all organically. That's taken us to #1 in Slack in many categories and #1 on Microsoft Teams as well. And just to give you an idea of the scale, over 10,000 teams have added Poly to their team in the past month alone. And that's the reason these platforms are a big deal, because distribution like this has never existed before to the enterprise, and we're the biggest deal on these platforms right now. So if you want to join a team, we're hiring right now. Come join a team that's pioneering the way productivity will be delivered for the next dozen years. That's Poly. Thank you.
All right, big round of applause for Polly. Quick questions and feedback from the judges.
Where do you see the platform going long term? What's the big picture?
So from a platform perspective, we view this as the launching point for the next wave of productivity. It's going to act more and more like a web browser for the enterprise, and it'll be a launching point where you actually get access to your tools. Because the beauty of Slack, Teams, and all these platforms is they create a level of collaboration and transparency that hasn't existed before, and it's acting more and more like the hub for the company of all activity.
Could you touch on the pricing model?
So right now, that analytics report I showed you, that's actually in beta with a dozen or so paying customers. We're still experimenting around the exact levers of whether we charge per user or whether we charge per company size. We're focusing more on the experiments within messaging. Like, for example, how do you stay in touch with B2B enterprise for people that don't check their email? Email campaigns don't work. How do you actually have virality if you have a team of 50 people using it? How do you reach the other 450 people within the organizations? So right now, that learning is more critical to us, and we're building up the analytics with a few paying customers in beta, and then we'll roll it out to the other tens of thousands of teams after.
All right, one more big round of applause for Polly.